Hi, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to, it's called Rating Climb to 1200, uh, but I've stopped the videos for some time because I went into a major tilt, lost a lot of points. I went down from 1154, my high score, within a few, few days to 931. So I stopped playing chess online for a while, against live opponents. Played against the computer and played some chess on lightchess.com.org because I'm not too worried about my rating over there. Played over the board at my club and with my dad, which I play to every Saturday, more or less every Saturday, pretty much every Saturday. And I've managed to get back into the swing again, and I'm back to 1075. So I told myself once I get back to 1100 again, I'm gonna pick up the rating climb to 1200 and hopefully get there um, whenever, and then start a new series to 1500. But before I do that, I'd like to share with you a game I played today at my chess club. We had a special gathering. We had a simultaneous chess event, I think it's called. We played against a Dutch fella. He's, think, original fide rating is just under 2200. So compared it to chess.com, I think it's about 2500, give or take a couple of points here or there. So it's a good player. And it was 14 people of us, and I played him. And oh, hang on, I need to change something. Hopefully, this will not. Yeah, no worries. It's new for me using OBS, so forgive me if something goes wrong. Well, you don't need to forgive me, but that's the reason why I might be not as smooth. Um, I, out of 14 people, managed to get checkmated as not as the last person, but the person before. So 12 people before me got checkmated or resigned. So, to be honest, that's a great accomplishment for me because I've only been playing chess since March 2024, and I've only started playing at this club on the Thursday mornings in October 2024. So there you go. So I'd like to share with you my game, and this guy was very friendly. And afterwards, he came to me and said, like, why did you do this? And maybe you should have done that, because he did compliment me on my game. Um, and if I played things correctly, he said he wouldn't have been able to straight away figure out what to do. I mean, he was rock solid. It was like positional squeeze to everyone. So here we go. So I played as the black, obviously, apparently, because simultaneous chess is always the person who plays side is the host is playing with white apparently all the time. So he played uh, c4, uh, e4, 5, and I'm not going to actually. Oh yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, you can't see. No, you cannot see the good moves and stuff. I'll have to change that into my. Okay. No. Uh, so we bought the nights out and standard stuff till so far. He captured the knight. This is a well-known trick. I did was a bit too late to consider this option um, because that could get into a nice game also where his structure is messed up. Recently, I learned this is not so good for black, so I decided not to do that. Instead, I captured it, and I knew I was going to get forked, but it's well equal in quality of like pawns and major pieces and minor pieces. And but there we go. He's already now a little bit better. You can't see the eval bar, but it's 1 point ahead. And let me just one moment. I actually need to do something. I'm just curious if I can pause the screen. Give me 1 second. Okay, I had to do something in the kitchen. So we're up equal with the pawns and the knights and stuff, and but he's 1 point ahead of me because his position is somehow better. I'm not sure why, but castling, he brought the bishop out, and we're just both developing. This was a little bit of a mistake because I've lost one move, but I didn't obviously know what he was going to do. I was considering going for the pawn with my bringing my queen out here and attacking this pawn. So I wanted to keep this square free. But you never know what your opponent is going to do. He brought his bishop out, and I could see that his knight is looking for this square, having two attackers on my pony, on my knight. So I wanted to get my bishop out here, so I could attack his knight. So I lost a move because I brought it out from here to here and now to here, which is a shame, and I've already like nearly 2 points behind. According to the eval bar, this is also labeled as an inaccuracy. Maybe this is the reason, because now he's going to push it away, and so I'm getting a bit troubled because I'm going to get double pawns here, because obviously I cannot take with my queen. So I thought like, okay, that's not too bad, as long as my queen is in this vicinity to be a defender. So I brought my queen out. He pushed my bishop away. So I went from here to here to here to here. This is like a major waste of time and moves, but there you go. There's nothing I can do about it. Obviously, I could take it and lose a bishop, but that's not going to happen. So now he brings in the knights, which was to be expected. So obviously also attacked. In the beginning, I thought like, hang on, he's going to go for here. I can go for this pawn. But luckily, I noticed if my queen is here, it is actually a fork. Hang on, this would be a fork, then, and I'll be losing my queen. So I did figure out that in time. So I thought like, bring my queen here, be close to defending the stuff, and he obviously captured it. And he's squeezing me because he's now attacking the rook, having to step away from the rook. Obviously I was eyeing on this pawn, but it was easily defendable. And I did see now that it'd be checkmate within 2 moves if I didn't move my king. It'd be check, checkmate. So I did wisely step away from that, and I thought like bring in a defender, and considering to double up here, I maybe put a bit of pressure on this even though it is defended. But to be honest, he was so solid with everyone. Everyone was straight away in the defense. I don't think any of us 14 people were actually attacking. So this is his major accomplishment. So I thought if I give him a check, I might be able to bring my knight out here and attack this bishop twice. But he just brought back his other bishop. So I had to reroute my queen back to this square. But at least I got rid of this bishop, which was annoying. I'm not sure what this is all about. So I started doubling up the rooks. Obviously, there was a pawn storm coming up, so I had to pause with my doubling up and to create like an attacker here. And this is where where I started to fall apart, because my idea was if I take, I'm losing my bishop. But as you can see from the eval, this wasn't the case because he'd be down 2.1. Reason being is I could bring my rook here, and I think this actually traps his queen, because he can't go here because it's protected. He can't go here, he can't go here, he cannot attack. Obviously any of this, he can't go there, he can't go there because it's protected. So he did tell me later, why did you not take that pawn? And I said, oh, because I was scared, I was afraid that you were gonna capture my bishop. And he said like it wasn't possible. But he did say, I was kind of hoping you thought that way. So I didn't take the pawn, and start doubling up. I must say you can't see the eval bar, but I managed to get it back to 1 point in his advantage. Down, it was up a bit. He was more than 1 point up. He's now 1 point up. And he was obviously like putting in some extra defense for this pawn, because if not, I would just check him. Okay, I would trade 2 rooks for a pawn and a queen, but I'd be happy with that. So now I thought like bring back the bishop, and so I can either take it or be taken and take it back. Like take it, or if he takes it, hang on, or he takes it and now recapture, and we're all down to equal material. But this was not the case because he attacked my queen, and maybe in hindsight I could have maybe better brought my queen back here, defending this twice. If you captured it, no, because if you would have captured it, if you would have done this, bring it back, then there would have been 2 attackers. Yeah, so I was gonna lose a pawn either way, and that was just the beginning of my downfall, because I thought like, okay, well, I'd be very happy to trade queens and go down 1 pawn against such a great player. I thought like, well, maybe I could go for a draw. So I accept my offer, and then I'm down 1 pawn. And this is a mistake, because from here it's all going downhill. What I should have done, I should have considered him playing here, attacking this pawn, and then I'd be pinned, and so I'd be losing a pawn and a rook. And I kind of, because I was doing well until this point, and I was a bit frustrated that I let that pawn slip. So I thought like, well, let's tease the bishop away and take it from there. I thought, yeah, but then he went there, and there's no way of saving this pawn, because obviously I cannot go there with my rook. It's protected. So, and then I thought for a while, and he was okay if she would skip 1 round if you needed to think more. So I needed to think a little bit more, and I thought like I'm gonna lose a rook either way. And then I got into a bit of a bug it. This guy is so good, I'm gonna lose anyway. I'm gonna go out with a bang. So I took the pawn with the check, and we traded rooks. So I lost two rooks. He lost one rook and a pawn. Um, but this was just like the end of the beginning of the end. Because I thought like I need to protect this pawn, and he just stepped away. And I knew this check was coming, but I thought like I'll just step away. So I thought in the meantime I might create a threat for whatever comes next. So I was going to thinking I'm gonna tease this fella away and grab this pawn. He gave a check, and now I blundered because I was so much invested in trying to get some counterplay. I thought like if I can get this one and this one straight away, I open up this for my pawns, and then I stepped out of the way in the wrong direction, which was straight away checkmate. Nevertheless, I did actually consider, I looked at it later, if the other option, the only other option is going here. He probably would have taken still here. Oh, no, obviously not. He would have taken, maybe get this out of the way, would have gotten a pawn, and this is just made in two. Yeah, because I think it's this. Oh, actually, he could even, oh, maybe this, check. Can't go here, can't go here, can't go here, I must go here. So, and then he would have just checked. Anyway, I would have been toast anyway. So, but to be fair, I played with 75% accuracy. Made four mistakes. He played with 90% accuracy, no mistakes. So I'm very chuffed, to be honest, with this game, because obviously I was still kind of nervous playing such a great chess player, and it was a good fun. We had good fun, all 14 of us together, and had a blast, had a laugh. You could just hear everyone around you go, "Oh no, I'm gonna lose this! Oh no, I'm gonna lose that!" He was squeezing everyone out because in this on a Thursday morning club, I think the highest rated player is 1700 official FIDE ranking. I don't have a ranking, like I'm 1075 on chess.com. So, but I've played 14, 15, 16, 1700 players at my club and won. So I have no idea what my normal ranking is, but the highest is 1700, so he's like 500 points higher than that. So it's just all good. So I'd like to share with you this game, and thank you very much for watching. And hopefully I'll see you soon on my rating climb again. If things are going the way they're going now, I'll be starting that again next week. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon.